Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, depending from where you are connecting. Thank you very much for joining us today. I know that it is different time zones, and we have set up these webinars on a very short time frame. And I can see a large number of attendees, which is very overwhelming for us. Thank you again. My name is Abu Amir, and I'm the General Manager at Missan IT Solution and Services. Missan has been providing effective IT solutions since 2003. Our team consists of some very experienced members with a combined experience of over 100 years. So you can be sure that we have solution for all your problems and across all verticals. Today, our webinar titled WinDream Document Management System and Archiving will be presented by our Head of Technical Services, Mr. Lokesh. Mr. Lokesh has always liked to help companies deploy the best in technology and to derive the maximum benefit out of it. During this pandemic, we have always have changed our way of working, and to be honest, it is still a learning curve we are all going through. The more information we have, the better we can execute our work. And solutions such as document management system, archiving, or anything that is digitalizing is very much in demand today. So for organizations who want to take the next level, they always need to keep upbeat with the latest on the technology and what is in need today. Having said that, we as a company who's always looking to take the first step in going towards the best technology have bought the best of the breed in terms of technical solutions. And we have tied up with German provider WinDream to bring this enterprise content management to the markets of United Arab Emirates and other GCC countries. I'm sure that with today's presentation, you will be able to gain valuable insight into the different aspects of WinDream Enterprise Content Management, and you will be able to make better decision in selecting the right technologies when it comes to enterprise content management solutions. Without wasting any further time, I would like to call our speaker of the day, Mr. Mr. Lokesh for his presentation. And also please note that due to the high number of attendees, we actually won't be able to take all the questions that is given, that is asked by you during this presentation. However, towards the end, our team will shortlist some questions and will be asking Mr. Lokesh on your behalf. Having said that, please still go ahead and post all your questions because we'll be noting them all and we'll be replying to them privately to you, either right now or maybe after our presentation or webinar has ended. Also, to make this webinar a bit interactive, our team and our presenter, Mr. Lokesh, has arranged some poll questions. So these poll questions will pop up on your screen for 30 seconds. You can choose your option during those 30 seconds. And once 30 seconds is elapsed, the poll results will be shown for 20 seconds. Thank you so much for joining this webinar today. And over to you, Mr. Lokesh. The stage is all yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Amir. So let's start. So first, before we start, I want to share some information because most of the customers were asking or thinking that I don't need a DMS. So who needs a DMS? In my opinion, everyone who uses digital document needs a DMS. So if you are working with a digital document or sending emails and receiving emails, then you need a DMS because what happens is earlier times we were working with physical papers. The business were running in a physical papers or physical invoices or physical purchase orders. Everything was physical paper, and we used to send by courier or post, and then the business was happening that way. So earlier times we were working on a physical paper. Now the business runs on a digital documents, or the information is being transferred digitally by email or by different systems. But the point is you are saving a lot of documents, digital documents in your computers, and unknowingly you are watering the seed of problems, which you look in a longer run, it will become a plant or a tree, biggest tree. And before that happens, you need to act now. So that is where we are going to point our today's presentation. So it is about WinDream, the document management system, and compliance-based archiving. So I'm Lokesh, and I'm certified information security manager, certified ethical hacker, and ISO 27001 lead auditor, Microsoft certified solution expert. So today's agenda, which we'll be seeing in this presentation, is the company's requirements in general and the user's perspective, the solution which we offer, and any solution which you select or deploy for the business, there should be a concrete test and done on the solution, and then there should be a result which is positive, which works for your environment. And then the solution which you offer, is it compliant with all the legal requirements in the country which you work on? Before we start, I would like to say, I'm not a sales guy, so I'm a technical guy. So whatever I talk, I will be doing a lot of research or things which I carry forward. I'll be doing a lot of research, and then I'll be explaining mostly in technical terms, but today I'll try to keep it as simple as possible in the terms of explanation. So now I'll take on with the history of the Industrial Revolution. So don't worry, I'm not going to bore you out with a lot of history stuffs. So just a quick glimpse. So first Industrial Revolution was on the steam power. So as you all know, the steam power was one which was being utilized in the machineries earlier. So they started creating the machineries which works with the steam power. And they started the production. And during the second industrial revolution, so they changed from steam power to electrical power and gas power and oil. So these are the three mediums which they were using for powering up the machineries. And this made them to create mass production. And third industrial revolution, they started using electronics. With the help of electronics, they were able to automate the production with the robotics. So now the fourth industrial revolution is with the help of emerging technologies like cyber physical systems to link these three factors. So there is always a small line between these three factors. One is the physical, digital, and biological. So physical in the sense, the machineries, which is used in the production, and the electronics and the computers, which is used for the production, and the biological realms. So the people is what, the human is what called as biological realms. So all these three factors had always a line between each other, which cannot, or they have a boundary where they cannot communicate 100% with these three systems. So that is where the fourth industrial revolution is all about. So to clear out the line and to integrate and communicate between these three systems seamlessly and then work without any problems. So this is also called as digital transformation. So digital transformation is disrupting most of the industries, and we have disrupted some industries. To name a few, online shopping and the video rental or video which we've been seeing before. So before we used to have the digital cassette or the tape, then the CD, then DVDs. So now we are all seeing the movies and everything online. So this is a kind of digital transformation. So this is happening in most of the industries, including the transportation. So this is going to help you all, and it gives a lot of benefits. So online shopping is more efficient than the shopping in a store. And digital marketing is more efficient than the marketing which is done on newspaper, television, and radios. So if you closely notice, all these are revolving around the digital data. So the document is the most important aspect of any business. So if you don't plan it out in the early stages, it becomes difficult for you to manage or handle the documents. So now let's see the company's requirement. So typical example, the boss calls while driving at full speed, of course, considering the fact of UAE traffic, we can keep, instead of full speed, we can keep it as full traffic on the highway. He calls and he asks, okay, Mr. Smith, I have an important meeting in 45 minutes. Can you quickly get me all the information on the contracts and invoices of that customer whom we dealt 2 years ago? So this same question I want to ask you, have you faced this kind of scenario before, or have you faced this as a poll question? Okay, so now we got some answers. Most of them have, almost everyone has given yes. Only difference is some people have got it often, some people sometimes. Okay, so second question I would like to ask is, how much time do you take when you search for the documents? All right, so we got the results. Most of them range from 5 minutes to 30 minutes. Yeah, it's quite good amount of time which you're wasting on searching a document every day. So have you considered, accumulating this for a year or a month? You're going to waste a considerable amount of time. And for a company, this is the amount of money wasted is huge amount, because you're paying your staffs just to search document in days. So we have the solution, and the problem for this mostly which happens is not because of you searching it late or slow, because the information is scattered around many places. So the time is running as we see the previous question. So people are, boss has asked you, you are searching in a different place because the information is scattered around different places. It is in ERP, in your CRM, and in your file server, and in your emails. Of course, if the boss has got a contract and only he is present in that email, and you will not be able to find that email in your emails. So there are a lot of problems in that. Also, if you are able to find the document, and you will never know whether that is the actual version, because there could be many revisions done on a contract, to and fro emails, and you will never know what is the final version. So there are a lot of issues or problems which can arise due to this. So now, this is the reason you need a DMS for your company. So the availability of information for quick retrieval, and once the document is digitally available, you can start an automated workflow which can flow between the teammates automatically. Next, this information can be available on the mobile devices, so your boss doesn't need to call you to search for a document. He can search from the mobile by himself from anywhere around the world. And of course, based on rights and clear structure, this is all stored. So next comes the compliance. So all those documents are stored on compliance. So in terms of invoices, it cannot be changed. So those kind of compliance can be applied, plus the life cycle can be applied. And this is the first step for the digital transformation. So now let's say you decided to go for a DMS. So what are all the aspects you look for when you select a DMS? I'm going to ask you as a poll question. So there'll be a question popping up. So what are the aspects you look on when you search or choose a DMS? Okay, so the results are there. Most of them have chosen cost-effective solution, yes, and some well-known software and scalable and ease for users. So almost 43% is ease of users and well-known softwares. Okay, so now let's see the user's perspective, because now you have chosen to go with the DMS and you buy and deploy. So the conventional DMS system or the competitors of our product, which is available in the market. So what they do is they give you an additional application in your desktop. So what happens is same like your Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, they also give you an additional software which will be installed on top of your operating system, similar to these applications. So the problem with this is the file which is stored on your operating system using Word cannot be used in Excel. So same problem applies here also, because the files are stored in DMS clients and your Word is not familiar with your DMS. So what happens is if you want to open a file, you need to do additional task rather than the way you already work. So now the user, what he has to do is he has to open the DMS client first and download that file, which is, we call it as checkout, to his local system. Then he has to use any of these applications which he already used and open this file. Okay, and then he has to edit and whatever he wants to do, he will do, and then store it back to the system. And then again, he has to upload it back to the DMS. So now this is an additional task given to the users. So what happens is all the users will not like it because you are telling him to work additional rather than using it as an easy way. So now the problems of conventional DMS is the operating system is not familiar with the DMS and you need to do a lot of adjustments between various applications. So various applications in the sense DMS application will be compatible with only certain versions of the software which you use. For example, MS Office, if you are using MS Office 2013 and you want to upgrade to 2016, it is not possible because that DMS software will not be compatible with 2016 unless they release the latest version. And there will be a lot of incompatibilities between the DMS and the file system. Because of that, your linking will not work. Linking in the sense it will be on the spreadsheets, on the Excel. So most of the companies, you will be having a summary Excel sheet with link to other Excel sheet or other pages in the Excel sheet. So this all will not be working because in DMS, the files are stored in a different way. And you need to do additional tasks like checking in and checking out. And the user acceptance will not be so easy. So how the users will react is they'll be unhappy because they are going to do additional task and you are telling them to work in a different way which they were used before. So more the complex of handling the system or interface, the less the users will accept it. So the result of this, the users will find different ways to not to use the system. Because of that, the money which you invested is going to be waste. And you know what happens is you will find a lot of storytellers who will tell a lot of different stories for not using the system. So if the software is easier to use, it becomes easier for the acceptance. So the solution which we offer is WinDream. WinDream is a software manufactured in Germany, and the WinDream stands for Windows Integrated Drive Enhanced Archive Management. So the company was formed quite before, and in 1996 when they started to develop the software, so they kept few points in mind when they started developing. So they wanted the software to be using a technology which the user already knows, since we all use Windows in our business or the business environment. Windows is already used by all the users, and that is the point which they had in mind. And it should not be requiring more user trainings or any special user trainings. It should be very minimal or zero, and it should be fully compatible with any desired third-party application. So any software which you use should be automatically compatible, and there should not be any special integration for any software which you use. So these are the points which they had in mind when they developed this software. And result of that, they created this WinDream software, WinDream tool, and it is 100% integrated with Windows. 100% in the sense all the menu which you use in your Windows works with WinDream. So how do we do that? So WinDream uses a special technology called VFS. VFS is Virtual File System, and it is a patented technology by WinDream, and not even Microsoft is allowed to use their technology, and it is worldwide patented. So what happens is WinDream is lying in the operating system level rather than on top of operating system. So any software which is installed on top of operating system can work with WinDream. And almost all the software has this feature save as. So in this case, WinDream can work with any software which has this feature. So the working methodology is, as I said, WinDream is on the operating system level. So any software which is on top of operating system like this can work. So because the file is stored in operating system level, so you can open the file from WinDream as if you're opening from your operating system. So no additional training required for using this, because they are going to use the same application which they use already. And as you see, this is how WinDream will look in your system as a mapped network drive. And all the folder structure remains same, and all the files remain same. WinDream is a worldwide patented solution, as I said, and it is widely used by 2,500 plus customers and 250,000 plus users. It is a single product with document management system and archiving. Most of the products will be having separate. They will give you only document management system, and archiving will be separate. So the questions which you said before, or the answers which you gave before, it should be scalable. So you can start with one user and then expand it to hundreds of users or thousands of users. And it can be started with one module like document management system and archiving. Then you can expand it to contract management, workflow, email archiving. So it is scalable and affordable. And as we see, it is already easy for the users to use. So another answer of your questions, from the answers is explained, and it is in line with Dubai's Vision Paperless 2021. So you use your existing application and use the feature Save As, open the Explorer, go to select the WinRIM and store the file. This file which is stored here can be taken again from ERP or CRM. So you can open the file from WinRIM and use it in your ERP CRM or vice versa. So you can even search the information of your ERP and CRM from WinRIM itself. It is integrated with your emails. It can be done in multiple ways. So any email which you receive can be searched from WinRIM itself. So you don't need to search from emails separately and your file server separately and your CRM separately. So what happens is you search in WinRIM, you get results which is stored from your ERP, your emails, and different mediums. It can be accessed from the mobile devices or tablets, and it is also integrated with SharePoint. So if you use the SharePoint, WinRIM can work in the backdrop and all the files will be stored in WinRIM automatically. You can access it via the web browser as well. So this gives the answer of accessing from anywhere around the world. Once all the documents are stored digitally, you can initiate the process management and automate the flow. So you will have 100% responsible given to the users. So as you all see this screen, this is the familiar desktop environment which you see. And as you can see, we don't give you any additional applications here. And this is an additional feature which we offer. This is called sidebar. So this sidebar can be used for your existing applications as well. So this can be kept as a shortcuts which you use widely. So you can have the shortcut of your Outlook. You can have shortcut of your regularly used folder, and some features of WinRIM can be stored here. I mean, added as a shortcut. So you can search from WinRIM files here itself. So you can customize this. So I'm going to summarize on the features which we have seen. So WinRIM doesn't give you any unfamiliar interface, and it gives you the same interface which you use, which is Windows Explorer, same Windows Desktop, Outlook, ERP, clients, all remain same. And documents can be managed within the Windows environment itself. So the familiar dialogues, which is opening and saving the files, are absolutely sufficient for WinRIM to work with your softwares, and no integrations or adjustments required for new applications. Any software which has open with Save As works with WinRIM. And you can also have the same feature which you use most recently, open documents. All those also can be utilized from your application. You can copy, drag and drop, everything works same. And you can also pin the documents to your favorites. So again, I'm going to summarize the disadvantages of the conventional DMS system or the competitors. So they give you additional interface to learn, and there are a lot of efforts has to be put on counseling, adjustments, and trainings. So there will be a lot of incompatibilities between the DMS and the file system. So desktop links, you cannot store a shortcut of the file in desktop, and links will not work. All those things will not be working. So DMS is not an application. So special links must be programmed. So as I said, the spreadsheets, if you use with different links, it has to be programmed. And each new application or version, you need to have an additional new integration. So you will be spending a lot of money on the integration part. and links to applications are not standardized. So now the next question comes is, are we tested, and do you provide any results? Yes, we, we don't say ourselves that it is 100% easy to use and everything. It is being tested by industry standards, which is called BARC, Business Application Research Center. This is an independent organization, because most of the companies, most of the software providers will say that our software is the best, but unless it is tested and certified by a third party. So we have been tested by BARC, Business Application Research Center, headed by Dr. Thom and conducted by University of Forsberg. So the person who tests these softwares are PhD students. So they test this software, and they don't give out the testing methods. They only give out the results. So any software provider who have the ECM or DMS can participate in this, and participation is free of charge. There is no charge for participating in it. Of course, only risk is the result, because they give the independent result, which is very open and frank. So WinDream is participating in this from 2005, 2007, 2013, 16, and 2019 as well. And WinDream was the clear winner for all these years. So I saw one of the result, the questions which I asked, you resulted that you are looking for a well-known brands. So as you can see, all your well-known brands on the DMS have participated, and WinDream is head of all these. So you can see IBM, OpenText, FileNet, Hummingbird, all those DMS also participated, but WinDream is the winner. So there are 11 categories which is being tested by BARC. So out of this 11 categories, 9 categories WinDream got 100%. And these 9 categories are architecture of the product, archiving capabilities, and administration, document importing, metadata and files, retrieval of document, working with the documents, workflow, and email management. So 2 categories which is narrowly missed is integration and collaboration. And again, this is way too ahead than the competitors. We got 97% in integration and 87% in collaboration. So regarding the legal requirements, so are we sticking to all legal requirements with WinDream? Yes. Once you store a document in WinDream, you are in compliance with most of the data laws. So, around the world, Switzerland has the highest number of compliance law to protect the data. Second comes Austria, and third comes Germany. So if any software works or is in compliance with these 3 countries, can work with any compliance law around the world, because other countries will have less compliance laws compared to these 3 countries. And WinDream is certified, and any document stored in WinDream is accepted in the court of law in European Union. And in UAE, we closely follow these 3 countries' laws. And WinDream gives you a guarantee that any document stored in WinDream is unchangeable. Even if you store the document in the changeable media like hard disk, your SAN or NAS, still WinDream locks the file so that you cannot change that document content. So how do we do this? We do it in a 2-in-1 way. which is document management and archiving in single system. And WinDream works in the kernel level. So WinDream, that's the reason WinDream was able to lock the file, and they use a special technology which is only known to them and patented by them. And by the way, many other competitors requires an extra hardware to do this archiving functionality, because they will tell you to buy an archiving system, archiving hardware, which is like tape drives or a disk, which cannot be edited. Once you store the file, you cannot edit on the hardware level itself. So those kind of medium is what other competitors will use for achieving this archiving capabilities. So thank you for your attention, and I can answer your questions if you have.
It was a very nice presentation which explained how DMS will be beneficial for any organization. Attendees have asked some questions which I'll be asking on their behalf. So the first question is, can someone delete a file from WinDream? If deleted, how it can be tracked or retrieved?
Yeah, so to answer this question, there are two things. One is, if you archive an file, it cannot be deleted unless it is, said in the life cycle management. So life cycle management, it clears off the document after life cycle policy is mentioned. But if the document is not archived, and still it can be deleted. And if someone deletes such file, it is not deleted from WinDream. For that user, it looks deleted. Still, it is available in the system, and administrator can retrieve. And there are multiple levels on this deletion. So the highest level still comes back to the administrator, so he can retrieve that file anytime.
Thank you. So security perspective, if the data gets attacked with ransomware and if the company has a DMS solution in place, so will it get attacked or no?
Usually it gets attacked, but since we do versioning, so what happens is the archived data cannot be deleted or changed. That is a guarantee which WinDream gives you. So in that way, it cannot be attacked by ransomware. And even if it gets attacked, it can be reversed back. So WinDream, I just want to share one incident which happened with one of the WinDream's customer, but not our customer. WinDream has shared this information. One of their customer was infected with ransomware, and from one system, it affected WinDream, the file stored in WinDream. But since versioning was done, so first initially this happened a few years back. So that was a time when ransomware was getting started. So those files they were able to retrieve, but initially they spent a little bit time to understand how it got infected, and then they wrote immediately they wrote a script, and then all the files which is infected was reversed back. So there is no data loss.
Okay, the next question is WinDream accessible in cloud or web?
Web, as I shown in the presentation, it can be accessed by web, but again, cloud, it cannot be in public cloud. It can be in a private cloud, because WinDream requires your Active Directory to work with. So it can be your private cloud, it can work.
Thank you so much. If any other questions are there, please send us to our email, or any contact number in our website is also available. Thank you, Mr. Lokesh, for this presentation. Thank you all the attendees once again. We'll meet you in the next webinar.